Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Besiktas. Another very beautiful morning, and another very beautiful week, and we are back with the predictions as usual. We take a look at football games going on across the globe, and we make verdicts on these matches based on the football results that we have from these teams, and we bring them together. We always come to the conclusion of the best possible verdict for each of the games that are going on. That's what we do on a daily basis, and exactly what we're going to do today. And yesterday we were quite good in our predictions. Yesterday we saw how we expected um, go for that of Newcastle and Arsenal. We saw it happening, and so some of the big awards, we saw the likes of Bologna also winning from away. We did so very well yesterday. Aside that the German side, Freiburg, we expected 3 goals, but they ended up scoring two. Aside that, we had quite good outing yesterday. So today we are hoping to have a better one, and we'll be looking at the matches in a short while. Also remember that we have our VIP special group will put out games that I will believe to have that better probability of coming out correctly and doing the to explore that. And you can always find the link to that VIP special group in the description of this very video, and then as well as anywhere you see join channel around this very video. With that said, we head to the next of we head to the business of today rather, and we'll start with the very first game for today. It is a game in the Turkish Super League where we have a Besiktas will be up against a Kocaelispor. All right, when we look at Besiktas in the last 6 matches, Besiktas have won just 2 matches and they've had a draw as well as 3 losses. All right, in the last 6 games that they had in and Kocaelispor, their west side, have had just 2 draws and 4 losses out of the last 6 games. All right, when you look at how these two sides have performed from home and away basis, we say for the home side, Besiktas out of the last 10 home matches that they have so far, it has produced 5 wins for them as well as 5 losses in the last 10 home matches. All right, the last home game was against Istanbul Basaksehir, and we saw Besiktas winning on that very occasion by 2 goals to 1. All right, but the west side, have managed just 1 win and 4 draws in the last 10 away games. They've actually lost 5 matches in the last 10 away games. All right, we saw them losing the last 3 away games they had to Trabzonspor, Fenerbahce, and Gaziantep. They all won this very side. When they played from away. Okay, all right, and I tell you, Besiktas will be looking to do very well in this very encounter, seeing that they've not fared very well in recent times. And on head-to-head basis, the last time both teams met, it was Besiktas who actually won on that very occasion against Kocaelispor, by 7 goals to 1. That was a lot of victory for Besiktas on that very occasion. But we are expecting the home side Besiktas, to actually do very well here from home. We expect them to win out shortly in this very encounter. So it is on side to win. That's what we expect for that very encounter. And the next game we have for you today is in the Sweden first division, where we have Oster will be up against IFK Goteborg. And when you look at Oster in the last 6 matches, you can see 3 victories and a draw out of the last 6 games that they had, and we also saw 2 losses. But I will side IFK Goteborg winning 4 games and a draw and just losing once in the last 6 matches. All right, when you take a look at how the side fared from home and away perspective, you can see the home side Oyster in the last 10 home matches have only managed just 1 victory and 3 draws. They've lost 6 matches out of the last 10 home appearances. This is not the best side, even though we saw them winning the last home game. All right, but look at Goteborg on the other hand. The last 10 away games, I saw them winning 6 matches and a draw. They only lost 3 games in the last 10 away matches. The side that does so very well, even when played from away. Okay, and the last time they met was a 3-3 draw on that very occasion. And prior to that, we saw Ayasta also winning from away against this very side that happened in May by 1 goal to 0 on that very occasion. But here we'll be going with the both sides to score. We expect to see a minimum of both sides scoring at least 1 goal in this very encounter. So that's what we to go. That's what we expect for that very one. And next for today, also in the Swedish first division, where we have Djurgarden and Sirius. Okay, for Djurgarden, they have been doing very well out of the last 6 matches. They've won 4 games. They've also had 2 draws in the last 6 matches. For Djurgarden and the way side at Cyrus, 4 wins and 2 losses out of the last 6 matches. Okay, and when you look at how the side fared from home and away basis, you can see the home side at Djurgarden winning 3 matches and also having 5 draws in the last 10 home matches. Okay, and saw them losing out to the likes of Jalbi, which is actually the league toppers at the moment. and also losing out to Chelsea on that very occasion. So those are the two losses they had from home. But aside that, they've been doing so very well, either winning or drawing, the home matches. All right. For their away side, Cyrus, we saw them also winning 4 matches and a draw, as well as losing 5 games in the last 10 away matches. Okay. But again, a very good observation here is the fact that for the home side, Djurgarden, the last 10 home matches they had, saw them playing out. They always score against the opponent. They always score against the opponent, and also 8 games out of 10 produced over to goal. And the west side also the same thing. 8 games out of 10 actually saw goal, and west side 9 games out of 10 saw over 2.5. And the last home game for Djurgarden saw them playing out a 3-3 draw against Hammarby. That tells you this is a side that is is good at scoring as well as conceding. Even though the last time both teams met, saw Djurgarden beating this side by 1 goal to near from away, but here we are going to expect a lot of goals, judging by recent games for both sides. We'll be going with both sides scoring and over 2.5. So we are going with goal and over 2.5. That's what we expect for this very encounter. Okay, the winning can go to either side, but it is goal and over 2.5. All right, and the next game for I remember go actually means both teams to score. For those of us who don't understand that very well, so it is both sides to score and over 2.5. That's all very for that very game. And the next is actually in Poland. First division, where we have Motor Lublin who will be up against Radomiak, and when you take a look at the stats for these two sides, we see for Motor Lublin, there is 1 win and 3 draws, as well as 2 losses. And we side Radomiak had just 1 win and a draw. They've lost 4 matches in the last 6 games that they have so far. And when you look at how it's two side fared from home and away perspective, you can see 3 wins and 3 draws for the home side in the last 10 home matches, as well as 4 losses. As a matter of fact, the last 5 home games they have saw them winning 2 matches and drawing 3 in the last 5 home games. And for the away side, Radomiak, you could see as well 2 wins and 4 draws, but have lost 4 matches in the last 10 away matches. So the last 3 away games that they had saw them losing so much against their opponents. The last 3 away games, they lost all of them. And, also the last time they met on head-to-head basis, which was in May of this very year, Motor Lublin won from away against Radomiak, but 3-1 on that very occasion. As a matter of fact, the last 2 meetings I've always seen Motor Lublin winning against this very side. So we are going with the home side that, Motor Lublin to not lose in this very encounter. We are going with the home side to actually either win or draw and under 4.5. All right, that's I'm ready for that very game, and that's it. We concluded for us today on Betcraft, and wish you the very best of luck. And hope you to get goals. But remember to play responsibly. It's a football matches sometimes and may not be exactly what was presented. All right, do endeavor to join our VIP channel where we put out games that have that high probability of coming out correctly. You can always find the link in the description of this very video, as well as joining the channel. Anyway, see join channel around this very video. All right, with that said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions. Until that time, keep on it.